You open the app, you type out the draft, your hand hovers over the screen, and then you delete it all. Why? You know that one friend who hasn't updated their profile picture since 2021? The one whose feed looks like a digital ghost town, even though you know for a fact they're online every single day? Or maybe that person is you. Every day, you scroll through a relentless ocean of vacation highlights, relationship milestones, and loud, unfiltered opinions. Society whispers, sometimes screams, a modern rule. If you didn't post it, it didn't happen. We live in a hyper-connected culture that treats human attention like currency and public visibility like ultimate validation. If you aren't broadcasting your life, the world quickly assumes you're hiding, lonely, or worse, just plain boring. But today, we are pulling back the curtain on the psychology of the digital ghosts, the individuals who watch everything but share absolutely nothing. Your silence isn't a lack of confidence. In fact, it's a completely different psychological blueprint. You are refusing to play a game where the rules are rigged against your peace of mind. Let's look under the hood and see what's actually happening in your brain. Psychologists analyze social media through a concept called external validation dependence. For the vast majority, every like, comment, and share triggers a microdose of dopamine. It's an addictive neurological loop that rewards the brain for being perceived. But for the digital ghost, that dopamine loop operates differently. Studies show that people who rarely post often score exceptionally high in an internal locus of control. Psychological insight. Your sense of self-worth is entirely self-generated. It comes from within, not from a glowing notification screen. You don't need 100 semi-strangers to double-tap your dinner to prove it tasted good or that your life has value. You lived the moment, and for you, that was more than enough. But there's a fascinating evolutionary layer to this silence. In early human tribes, survival depended heavily on managing your exposure. The hyper-visible members of the tribe, the ones constantly demanding attention, faced relentless evaluation, intense jealousy, or social conflict. The watchers, however, stayed low-key. They observed social dynamics from a safe, analytical distance, gathering vital data without ever making themselves a target. When you choose privacy, you are running ancient, time-tested survival software. You aren't antisocial, you are highly selective about who gets access to your energy. However, to truly understand this, we must look at the darker, more complex side of the digital ghost. Not all silence comes from a place of Zen-like peace. Sometimes, hiding your life is an act of psychological defense. It's a shield against the crippling fear of judgment. You don't post because a quiet voice inside whispers, "What if nobody likes it? What if they think I'm showing off? What if my real life isn't enough?" There is a razor-thin line between protecting your peace and isolating yourself out of fear. Many digital ghosts learned early in life, perhaps in chaotic or overly critical childhood homes, that being noticed meant being judged. Staying under the radar meant staying safe. So ask yourself with brutal honesty, are you keeping your life private because it feels sacred or because being perceived feels too dangerous? One is self-preservation, the other is a beautiful cage. For those who truly find peace in the quiet, your empty feed is a profound sign of emotional maturity. You understand a truth that modern tech conglomerates are trying to make us forget. The most beautiful, transformative parts of human life cannot be captured inside a square digital frame. The deep midnight conversations, the quiet morning coffee, the raw, unfiltered tears, they instantly lose their magic the very second they are staged and edited for an audience. You aren't missing out on the world, you're just busy living it instead of editing it. Your refusal to trade your real life for digital applause is a quiet rebellion. In a world desperate to be seen, your ability to remain unseen, content, and grounded is nothing short of a superpower. If this realization resonated with your soul, hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into human psychology. Now let's break the silence just this once. Leave a comment below sharing exactly when you realized you preferred being a digital ghost. Your silence is your power. Protect it. See you in the next video.